Americans strongly support Israel, but a minority sides with the Palestinians instead. The vast majority of these people identify as liberals, leftists, or progressives. They claim that their liberal values drive their support for the Palestinian people and the Palestinian cause. Unfortunately, many have been deceived by those who seek to exploit their good-natured ideology in support of a decided, illiberal goal. Contrary to their claims that they only support the human rights of Palestinians and criticize Israel's policies, many of these progressives have demonstrated radical political views that are more anti-Israel than pro-Palestinian. Khaled Abu Tomeh, a Palestinian journalist, wrote that, "I discovered that on the American campus there is more sympathy for Hamas there than there is in Ramallah. Listening to some students, for a moment I thought I was sitting opposite a Hamas spokesman or a would-be suicide bomber." There is nothing liberal about calling for the annihilation of the only democracy in the Middle East and replacing it with a theocratic Arab dictatorship. Yet this is exactly what the vast majority of Palestinian solidarity groups support, some unwittingly. Students for Justice in Palestine, which has few members but a presence on dozens of American campuses, opposes a two-state solution or the right of Israel to exist. The Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions campaign that SJP champions has the same goal as Hamas, the destruction of Israel. It has never been a progressive position to call for the annihilation of another state, to single out one minority group for opprobrium, or denying an indigenous people their right of self-determination. Honest and constructive criticism of Israel's policies is fair, but these anti-Israel activists promote a black and white view of the world in which Israel is completely wrong and Palestinians completely right. They are not interested in criticizing Israel so much as demonizing and delegitimizing it. Liberal activists should be concerned with the behavior of Palestinian leaders today and in a future state. The Constitution of Palestine declares Islam to be its official religion and Sharia to be the basis for its laws. All one has to do is look at the treatment of other faiths, women, gay people, and dissenters in other Muslim countries to see the future of Palestinian society. Even today, there is no freedom of speech, press, or assembly. Anyone who criticizes Mahmoud Abbas or the Hamas regime in Gaza can be jailed. Human rights activists hypocritically ignore Arabs killing Arabs and Palestinians prosecuting their own people. Anyone who does not agree with these solidarity activists is labeled a Zionist sympathizer, a position of pride that they see as an epithet. Zionists can expect to be verbally abused, intimidated, shouted down, defamed on social media, and even physically assaulted. There is nothing liberal about silencing people who disagree with you. The radical leftists who stand in solidarity with the Palestinians are spreading hatred of Jews and Israel despite their claims to the contrary. They are sacrificing everything they claim to value: free speech, democracy, human rights, gay rights, women's rights, and tolerance by mindlessly supporting corrupt autocrats and terrorists while pillorying Israel, the one country in the Middle East that shares their liberal values. As Khaled Abu Tomeh observed after spending some time with them, the so-called pro-Palestinian junta on the campuses has nothing to offer other than hatred and delegitimization of Israel. If these folks really cared about the Palestinians, they would be campaigning for good government and for the promotion of values of democracy and freedom in the West Bank and Gaza Strip.